Hello guys, and welcome back to Sophisticated Obsession. On today's show, I share with you my hair care routine. Coming up. Hello guys, and welcome back to Sophisticated Obsession. My name is Matt, and on today's show, I'm going to be sharing with you what I do with my hair care routine. So I've had a couple of people ask me what it is that I use, what is it that I do with my hair to then basically get this style and how I can then keep it and how I can maintain it throughout the day. So I have done a little video breaking down each step so it's really easy for you guys to then either follow it or just take a couple of tips from it. So I've broken it down for you guys just so then it is really easy for you to then see what it is that I'm doing, also what it is that I am using and how I am using specific products. I do know that everybody has different hair types, different hair lengths and styles and etc. But these are just the things that work for me. Anyway, let's just crack right on. First step, wash your hair. Washing your hair is really key because it just takes out all of that rubbish that was in your hair either earlier on in the day or in the previous day. I tend to wash my hair every single day just so then I'm working with a blank canvas and I'm not working with hair that might be a bit too greasy or hair that has then just got old product, so it's not going to do what I want it to do. Now it may be that you guys have either dry hair or dry scalp, and therefore you probably wouldn't want to then wash your hair too often. I've found that if I'm washing my hair too often, or if I'm washing my hair with shampoo too often, then it can go a little bit dry. But the easy remedy is if you are finding that you're getting like dandruff or just dry scalp or an itchy scalp, don't wash your hair with shampoo. Wash it only with water. Now that isn't going to take out all of the oil, but you don't want to. You don't want to strip your hair without any oil because that is why you are getting a dry scalp. So see if that works. If it's really bad, keep it nearly a week before you actually wash your hair with shampoo. I'd be very surprised if that didn't help you. On the other hand, if you do have greasy hair, I've got one or two tips later on in the video that I can then give you, which then might help you just get a little bit more of a matte finish in your hair. So the shampoo that I use is just bog standard, like 2-in-1. This is an anti-dandruff shampoo because I do suffer with dry scalp, but just use whatever it works for you. I would go for a brand, so I've got like Dove Care here. I would go for a brand, don't just go for like any bog standard stuff because that's not going to really do your hair any good. I find that this is just nourishing, and also the this men's care one is really nice and it smells really nice, so yeah, just give that a try if you are a bit stuck. Okay, number 2, 3 and 4 step are optional, and I'll go through each one just so then you can either pick and choose which ones you want to then try. Once you come out of the shower, towel dry your hair, just so it then takes out all of that water and then just leaves your hair feeling a little bit damp. Step number 2, sea salt spray. The sea salt spray is really good to get some texture into your hair. If you have got quite thin hair or if you have got greasy hair, I find that using sea salt spray adds a little bit of texture, a little bit of depth, a little bit of volume, and it will just help you when you are trying to then style your hair. If you have got exceptionally thick hair, probably steer clear of this. This is why it is an option. So all I do is just spray this on towel dried hair in a couple of spots. It's up to you on how much you use. I would go easy on the trigger. I wouldn't use too much just because otherwise your hair is going to get exceptionally dry. But if you do have quite thin hair, then you might want to use a little bit of this just so then it gives it a little bit of body. Third step, Hairdryer. The hairdryer to me is quite important because you're blow drying your hair into a specific position. Therefore, you're not having to use too much product to actually put your hairstyle in place. I find that just using my hands is fine. Now, if you wanted to use a comb, you could do so, but I find that just using my hands is good enough. Once you have then blow dried your hair, you will then find the generic sort of style that you want to be in. So what I have done is I've blow dried my hair into this sort of quiff, but I've made sure that I've blow dried my parting as well because I want to make sure that I keep a strong parting for this style. Number 4. Hair straighteners. The hair straighteners are an option if you wanted to achieve a style like mine, which has got very, very straight hair. So if you are curly or wavy or frizzy or whatever, if you did want to then achieve more of a straight finish, then I would suggest using some hair straighteners. However, if you have got similar hair to mine, then I would not bother. Number 5. Okay, so now we get down to the actual products themselves that you are going to be using in your hair. Now, I have got 3 products from the Got2b range. The first product is a putty. This putty is quite thick, so I wouldn't overuse it. Of course, as always, you can apply a little bit more if you don't think that you've got an even spread over your hair, but if you have then applied too much, you'll find that this stuff goes incredibly greasy, and then halfway through the day you'll find it just gets thicker and thicker in your hair to the point where you're actually like nesting birds. All I do with this is just take a small scoop of it and then work it between my hands just so then I've got a nice even lather on my palms. Then all I do is using some like bear claws, just pull this product through your hair and just keep working it until it goes right down to the roots. There you'll have quite a nice even spread to play with. Now, you can leave your style there and you can just go out the door, you'll be fine. However, if you did want to then add a little bit more to this style and you wanted to then have an exceptional hold, so maybe if your hair is a little bit long or maybe it's a little bit curly or wavy and it tends to have a mind of its own, then you could apply the next couple of steps. So the hairspray, it's just called Glued. This is really, really strong stuff. This will make your hair stay in place if you use a lot of it. I mean, like this stuff, I mean, I'm pretty sure that they've used it in NASA to keep like the hulls of their spaceships together. It is strong stuff. So I would go easy on it. Make sure that you're not spraying it too close. I would probably say like 10-15 centimeters away from your hair at minimum, and then just evenly go over your hair, just give it a nice little mist, and then feel how it feels after you've then let it dry. If you think it's still going to wave a little bit, then apply some more. If you over-apply this, you tend to look like you've got a bit of dandruff because it tends to go a little bit flaky. So to avoid that, just don't go mad. However, you could, if you wanted to go for an even stronger hold, use the Got2b Glued. Now this is literally like glue. It's very, very thick, and you've got to act pretty fast with this because it does set exceptionally quickly. So as soon as you have then squirted that onto your palm and you've then done what you would do with the putty and you've spread it over your hands, then go. Quickly put it through your hair. Don't work it as strongly as you would work a putty. A putty is a lot more forgiving. This, you've pretty much got one shot, and if it goes wrong, you've either got to like properly work it out, or I'm afraid you're going to have to go and get another shower. So it will take a couple of practice goes to see how you get on with this. This is really, really good if you want a really strong finish to your hair. I would probably say that in casual settings, this probably isn't needed. However, if you are going to work or if you are going to something exceptionally formal, then you might want to keep your hair in place and not let it go anywhere. There, you'll probably want to then use that type of product. And then that's it. That is your style. Now, of course, I have been quite quick with how I've then described this, but I don't really want to like go into too much detail on how I style my hair because everyone is different. So just use these tips and tricks to then help you achieve your own style. So as you can see, I've got the short back and sides, and I've also got a strong parting coming through here. I've swept it back, but if I am in like a casual mood, I might then just keep it fairly loose, and I won't use any of like the hairspray or any of the glue. But this is just to show you guys how my style might change or how it might look after I've then worked through all of these products. So that's it, guys. I hope you've found this helpful and informative. If you do have any other questions about these products, please just comment down below and I'll be sure to get back to you. Also, if you have not done so already, check out our Facebook, Instagram and Twitter at Sophisticated Obsession, and please, 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 please hit that big subscribe button here. It really, really means a lot. So that's everything. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and we'll be back with some more content very, very shortly. Have a great one, guys. See you later. Bye!